Hi everyone, my name is Jean and the name of my channel is Jean Home Decor and More. Welcome back and welcome if you're new. I am happy that you guys stopped by my channel today. I hope that when you reach the end of this video, if you like what I have shared with you today, please be so kind to give me a big thumbs up or even consider joining my channel because you know I would love to have you join Jean Home Decor and More. Today, I am part of a collaboration called Festive Fall Coffee Table Styling. Here are the hosts: the Grace Life DIY Home Decor, Design with Emma, At Home with Lisa, Debbie Bubbles, May's Design Corner, Sandy Lynn's Home and Garden, Jennifer at Home, Donna Decor and More, and myself, Jean Home Decor and More. There may be some other co-content creators that are participating. I will put all of the information in the description box below. Please be so kind to not only watch my video to the end, but please watch these other ladies' channels. They work hard to prepare for you some coffee table styling ideas or inspiration. So let's get into this video. Like I said, it's Festive Fall Coffee Table Styling. So what I have done is written down some tips. Y'all know what I do. I write these tips down because I want to make sure I didn't forget anything. So I wrote some tips down. So you can see here that I've already styled my coffee table for you. I want to say, you know, my coffee table is rustic, I would say. So I would say this is like modern rustic. So I like what I have here. So I'm gonna give you some tips that I feel are essential for styling a coffee table. But let me just say this, you know, this caveat is not just limited to coffee tables. You can style any surface. You can style your credenza, your buffet. So let's just start right there. These tips can apply to any surface that you want to style in your home. So the first one is when you're styling a coffee table, add a floral, whether it be a live plant or a faux floral. It's just nice to have. That's kind of like your focal point for styling your coffee table. So this is what I have prepared for you today. For my focal point here, I have some braided pumpkins and some other little small pumpkins. And then I have, you know, underneath of those, I have some bowl filler just to kind of lift it up a little bit, the decor in the bowl. And then I have a sunflower and some other little faux flowers. Now, it's nice to have a live plant, but depending on where your table is in your home, not sure how much light you're going to get, especially as we start approaching fall and winter. So if you don't have a live plant, of course, you can use faux florals. The second one is coffee table books. Now, I did a whole video about coffee table books. Now, coffee table books, first of all, can be expensive. So if you don't want to invest in the expense of a coffee table book, go to the library, Goodwill, or, you know, a thrift store, and you can get yourself some nice coffee table books. You know what? And they should complement your table. Complement your table. So, you know, you might want to include books about travel or decor. Now, personally, for me, you know, I might include other content for my coffee table books. So, you know, but I'm just saying, if you want to start off, you can start off using, you know, decor travel books. But the cover of the book should complement your color palette in the room that you're styling. Okay, so that's the first thing. Another thing about coffee table books, they can elevate, you know, anything that you have on your table. So let me just start off by letting you look at this card. So here, as you can see, I'm gonna move this out the way. Move this candle out the way. So here, as you can see, I have this coffee table book. And it's called the Ultimate Sneaker Book. You guys can see that. It's the Ultimate Sneaker Book. And so I have this bowl sitting on top of it just to give this bowl some height. Because otherwise, look, it's sitting down low and everything is kind of the same height. So to give your table some visual interest, you might want to elevate, you know, one of the items that you're styling with on your coffee table. Now, coffee table books, you know, they create conversation when your guests come over. Now, check this book out. It matches some of the gold here on my table and some of the gold in the perimeter that you can't see in this room. But you know, I love this book, you guys. Look, check this book out. The Ultimate Sneaker Book. Now, you don't think that creates some conversation when people come over? They got several pages of Michael Jordan sneakers in here. So, do you think that this makes nice conversation? Woo, look at that. So, I mean, this is a nice coffee table book. You know, so again, it's a thick book, and I'm using it to elevate my centerpiece of florals and pumpkins. And then, you know, over here in this bowl, I have some acorns and pine cones for fall. And you know, I like the colors that I have here on the table because they complement what I have going on in my room, and they all complement one another. I just have them corralled together. So I like this arrangement. So that's the first thing that I wanted to talk about with coffee table books. So you want to pick some decor also that complements, you know, what you have going on for how you plan on styling your room. So these two pieces that I got from Ross, this bowl and this decor piece, they both, the foundations or the base of both of these are matte black, gold flower on top. So I think that's, you know, I think that that all works, you know, really nice to complement what I have going on in the room in general. And then I have a candle. So that's the next thing. The third thing is bring in decor that ties in the look that you're going for in your room, which is what I just said. You can compartmentalize, you know, or section off, you know, how you want to arrange the decor on your coffee table. So we'll do that on the next one that I, you know, show you for how to style your coffee table. The other thing that I wanted to tell you is that along with books, trays, you can use trays, or, you know, like if you have a little, I don't know, maybe some type of tray that has, you know, legs on it or feet on it. It can also be used to add height to any of the decor that you are styling your coffee table with, because you don't want everything just to be the same height across. The other thing is, don't be afraid to use different types of textures on your coffee table. And again, one of the things I just mentioned here is that colors. Make sure that the color that you select for your coffee table, you know, coincides with the other, you know, decor that you have in your room. So here again, you know, I have some, you know, orange here. I have an orange lumbar pillow over here. You know, I have my, some oranges and blacks and beige, you know, for my pillows on my sectional here. So I think these items here on this table, they tie in quite nicely. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this off, and then we take, you know, move this out, and then we'll do a different type of style. The one thing I want to say to you guys that I feel is important, I kind of look at styling my coffee table sort of the way, well, not sort of, I look at styling my coffee table the way I do my tablescapes. I'm not going to run out and start buying a whole lot of different stuff every time I want to change my coffee table. You know, so when I buy pieces at the, you know, at any store, Ross, TJ Maxx, you know, Home Goods, Marshalls, At Home Store, I try to look for pieces that can transition around, like I can move them around. So because you get, you know, you get more yardage out of those decor pieces that are, I would say, timeless. I'm gonna show you how I have styled the next one. Keep watching. All right, guys, so here is a different way to, again, style a coffee table. So here I have, you know, my items somewhat compartmentalized or sectioned off. Okay, so I'm styling here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 areas. Okay, so I have a pumpkin here. I have a, vase here, a sage green vase, and I have a sage green vase on my mantle. And so I have a sage green vase with some pussy willow in it, some coffee table books here. These coffee table books are more or less decor topics. And then I have the same book that I used in the last, arrangement that I just showed you. These two items, all these items on this side are the same, in the previous one, and I'm just adding, these items in. So as you can see here, you can add as much to your coffee table. Well, you do want to leave some space in between just so that it's not cluttered, and each item gets a chance for your eyes to just kind of focus on that. So this is, I would say, compartmentalized or sectioned off. And I think this is a nice look too. I think this is a look that's nice if you're using, like a larger surface. So if you have a larger coffee table, yes, you might want to section some items off to give it really a nice look. So this is a nice look for fall as well. Have a pumpkin here. Again, the acorns, pine cones, and we have some pussy willow here. And just the colors look nice for fall. So I'm going to switch this out one more time. I just want to show you, I'll show you this at the end. This coffee table does have another level on the bottom. And so what I do is items that are like maybe off season, because people really don't focus down there so much because it's at your foot level. They can see it from a distance coming in, but pretty much people are really focused on the top. So some of the items that I'm not using, regularly, I put on the bottom. And like I said, I'll show you that as well. So I'm gonna switch this out one more time and come back. Keep watching. All right, guys, so here's another look. So this time I had a vase that was on another side table. I moved that over here. So as you can see, they also, again, complement what I have going on here for fall. The colors are just beautiful, aren't they? Beautiful and vibrant. So I have my coffee table books, and this one I would say is pumpkins here, pumpkins there, pumpkins everywhere. So I had this pumpkin that I got from Home Goods. You saw that on my recent tablescape. And then I have this arrangement here, these wheat picks. These look like wheat to me, but I got these from Hobby Lobby. This I've had for quite some time. All the rest of this I've had for quite some time. And so again, I have, I would say this is 1, 2, 3, I would say 4. So we have 4 different, decor pieces that we're styling with. And we have a few pumpkins here and for picks here. And I got these a couple of years ago from Hobby Lobby, and they're holding on with their last leg. This will probably be the last year I can use those. But again, this is another nice idea for styling your coffee table for fall. As you can see, I use the books to elevate the pumpkin so that everything is not the same height. So I hope that you got some ideas or inspiration, for how to style your coffee table. I want to say one thing in terms of safety. I have my grandkids that come over. One is 3, the other 2 are 5. I never, ever burn candles when they're here. Point blank, period. I never do that. I very seldom put anything on this coffee table that's breakable when they're here, because I'm just so concerned for the safety. I want them to feel free to, run around and play. They sit on the floor, they're watching TV. So I don't want to have anything here that's because I can't go upstairs and leave this like this, because I would just, they wouldn't bother it, but for me, I'm always concerned about safety. But that's just the end of what I want to share with you today for coffee table styling. Now, having said all that, when the kids, what I do, how I keep my coffee table, because I do have little ones here, I'm going to show you in just a minute. These are ideas. but I'm gonna show you how I keep my coffee table. Y'all know me, I'm Miss Minimalistic, so hold on. Okay, so guys, look, in general, I'm not doing videos. The kids are coming this evening. This is what my coffee table looks like. I don't have anything up here that's breakable. You know, the candle is never on, but it still looks nice. It's minimal, but like again, I think it's important. I think this is called functionality, because I don't want anything on here that's breakable. I don't want any candles burning. So, you know, this is nice when you have, you know, kids over. You know, plus we sit here, we watch TV. So if they want to put their coasters here, have a little, you know, a little beverage here or something, you know, some juice or whatever. This is called relaxing. I hope y'all like this video today. If you do, please give me a big thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I would love to have you join Jean Home Decor and More. I'm keeping it real, y'all. I'm keeping it real. This is what we do every day. All right, y'all have a blessed one. And until the next one, bye-bye.